Yo yo yo, what's happening guys? METAVERSEMILLEN here, how are we all today? We're back with another video. We're currently in LA right now, looking through the map. Not long home from work, not feeling the best. I've been off for a few days, so yeah, just been sleeping on Monday and that. I was back to work today. I had Monday off luckily, so that was good. But yeah, a lot going on. We're going to talk about Sparkade.me. There's so much new tips I've learned in the game that we're going to pass on to you guys so you can actually like progress in the game. It's really cool, awesome. Even with the market going down a little bit, the visits are up as well. If you look over here, you can see all the visits just coming in from Sparkade.me. These are all mines in the games. Yeah, it's really cool. We're growing the account very well. You can see we've brought in 36k, coming up to 37k, plus about 30k in visits as well. So made about 67k back on 130k investment. So we're halfway there, 50% there after about 2.5, 3 weeks. Yeah, it's amazing. Like different stuff coming into the game. What we're going to talk about as well. So you can see with the influx of players coming into the game, like we heavily promoted Sparkade.me. That market pushed up to like 3.2 million, which was amazing to see. Naturally, that's going to come down over time. You know what I mean? So it's good to see like with the crystal percentage here right now, you can see there's 109,000. But with these new updates coming into the game, you can actually see we'll go over to our channel here. And then you can see beginning 24th of June, the consortium will enact a monthly power crystal factory operation fee of 3 power crystals for every power factory with over 17 inventories. This fee will be paid out on the last Monday of every month. Consider this a fee to yourselves as these power crystals are in fact burned to reduce the inventory and keep power crystal price stabilized. So like the more crystals will come onto the market, it's just going to lower the price of the crystals. So like if you actually think about it, if you've got over 17, so say you have 20, it'll burn 3, and then that just keeps the price. So every single player's factory with like an excess of crystals, it'll burn 3, about 10% operation fee. This is amazing. This will keep like the market stable going forward, and this is very positive. And just how quick these like new features can come in, like really cool to see how Splintock's actually running this, and it's so cool to see this updates like constantly with the community, like the updates, the feedback, just everything what's rolling out with this. This is what gives me positivity, like Upland to invest in. You know, everything going on with Upland right now, it's kind of in that sweet spot in between like Sparklet coming out and dropping with all that, and like right now with just everything what's going on. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that just spot in the middle waiting for everything to happen. So the consortium has calculated that the net gain in the power crystal price will provide an adjusted profit as opposed to a loss for the construction contribution to monthly power crystal burn. So basically, if you've got 30 crystals and then you burn them for like 200, you sell them for 200 UPEX each eventually. If you've actually got like less crystals, well, everyone's got less crystals in the market, that price is going to stay higher as well. So losing 3 crystals could actually result in a higher sale price on those crystals, if that makes sense. So there's really cool stuff to go forward with this and how it actually all ties together. It's so cool to see. So if we actually go over to the market over here as well, you can actually see all our mines. And something we was doing at the start that I didn't even realize we was doing in the game, we was constantly going down to look for the same mines to try and like upgrade them to level 5. So I was always looking for the one what had 0 on it, and like that took so long. So now you can see I've got all these at 0. If I wanted to go over to this one now, all I do is click on the details. I can see it's owned, it's 25 UPEX. I could higher the price if I wanted to, but I'll keep that one there. I higher the price because I like to, say you visit for 25 UPEX, you're going to get an amount of resources off my mine. If you visit for 100 UPEX, you're going to get 4 times as much. So the player doesn't lose out what's visiting the mine. It's not like I make extra UPEX. It just means you can visit my mine 10 times instead of 40 times and get the 40, like the amount of resources, if that makes sense, without having to waste all your paper aeroplanes. And so like you're going to get the same amount whether you visit 4 times at 25 UPEX or 1 time at 100. So yeah, I've basically put all my mines up at 100 in LA if I can. But you can see here now we're on this page, what I was doing is clicking the power up here, and then it just takes you back to the mine page automatically, and then I was looking for the same mine again, which took so much time. Now all I do is click the back button and then just send. I'm on a MacBook right now, but I've done this on my phone last night and my mind was blown. So a lot of people, when I showed the Spark, when you click on the Spark button, you can actually go into your Spark settings. Like a lot of players didn't understand or like didn't see that before, and I didn't even think about that. That was just something we've done. So we're gonna like start showing the process more and talking about why do I do this over that, Upland, just to try and see. So I might not explain it the best, but if you can see kind of where I'm going, it's a lot easier to follow along than just something what's written text kind of thing. So now I can basically power up the one mine to level 5 without going off the page. So now I just click the back button again and then just send, and I can power up that mine now within about a minute, compared to having to scroll down through like 88 factories right now, or 92 mines or whatever I've got in the game. So I think when I've got over like 150, 200, because I'm loving this game, I'm loving like the growth of this. So we're gonna like get up to like 1,000 mines in the game. We're gonna really push it. The visits are doing amazing. I'm very looking forward to the growth of this. It just fills me with so much kind of like, I'm excited for this. I feel like kind of safe with my investment as well, and this is just something we're looking for. Like, this would be so cool to see like kind of different upgrades with properties and stuff like that. I was watching like the neutral zone today, like Elslack and Swally 129 was doing that. That was really cool to see. So they've got the video out if you want to see it. I've just finished watching it now as well, just before I jumped off this video. So apologies that we're a little bit late, but it was amazing to watch. I watched a little bit at work, and then I watched a little bit when I got home as well. And then we just finished it off kind of just now as well. So amazing to see. Looking forward to the second episode of this as well. So really good idea, and like it's so good to see like the players like, you know, growing out of mind the vulgar Uplander at the start and stuff as well. You know, it's so cool to see that growth as well. That's what excites me about Upland, seeing like the players like growth and journeys in the game and getting to know them as players. Because yeah, amazing guys. Swally 129, watched them so much on like the Upland Down Under podcast and that as well with Ben 68, which is amazing to watch. So a lot of really good like comments and like good kind of like information there as well. So go check that out if you've not already. Really good content in Upland right now on YouTube. So yeah, this is really cool. So basically I can go back now every single time to my mine and upgrade it, and I want to get as many of these mines up to level 5, and I'm not just going to hold an excess of crystals. I'm going to use those crystals for other stuff in the game, not just for selling on auto mines. Like if you actually burn one crystal in transport, you get 1 million sparkles. This is what I'm going to show you as well, so you can actually make more UPEX through visits. So say the market sales are slow in Sparkade.me, you basically just put the resources on the mines and make more in the actual visits on Upland. Like right now we've made what, about 1,000, 1,100, well, 1,200, 1,300, 1,350 in visits, and I collected this about 6-7 hours ago. So you know, it's really cool to see how it can grow like that in the game. And basically these mines now have got 26 million. This one's boosted, so every day I get between 300,000 and 500,000 sparkles now, instead of that 100,000 what I used to get. So now this is more attractive, because if someone attacks this base now in Bakersfield, they'll get a lot more resources than if it was at like say 10 million and like 40,000 people. So the higher these mines grow, the more like kind of attractive for other players to attack them as well in the game, which is so cool to see how it all plays together. So right now there's a lot of excess crystals in the games. So why not use those crystals to like convert them into sparkles, and then like add those sparkles to your bases? Once there's a lot of crystals getting burnt, new players are coming into the game, let your mines run, let them like build crystals, and then you'll sell them. Like kind of last week, you know, we had a massive push up in the game. A lot of players are getting started as well. So yeah, it's about calculating when you're gonna like kind of push up and how you're gonna grow the game as well. But yeah, you can see this one in Clovis, it's got like 400,000. So what I'd do is go check this out. But what I'll do right now is go over to Sparkade.me in the game of Upland, which is this purple dot in LA. They've got dev shops all around Upland, so if you want to go to one in a different area, you can do. But all I'd do is send to this property, add the code, and then once I'm over here, I get access to a lot more features in the game, and this is what I'm going to talk about in this video, because this is really cool. That back button feature is amazing, because we just upgraded that mine basically without any stress at all. What's so cool to see. But now basically visit over there. If I went into this mine at 400,000 right now, you can see here this mine is boosted, so now every day this one will grow up. I must have just started this one yesterday, but I just like to check them as well. But now I don't have to level every single one up. It gives me more time to go through. So I'm just basically looking at them, and I want to basically upgrade them all. Before it was like 635 UPEX, but now you burn 2 crystals, which is very clever, just reducing the crystals in the market as well. But now we've visited that dev shop, we can go over to transport here and see all these different options you get now, because you've actually visited the dev shop. So you could add 2.5 million sparkles to a boost for this, upgrade fee of 1,000 UPEX, and then that'll boost the mine, making it more attractive for visits, not just for like selling crystals by having an excess crystal amount. You can see here as well, burn 1 crystal to get 1,000,000 sparkles. So what I'd do is burn that. That'll put it into your rocket. Your UPEX on your rockets is what you can use to build new bases and upgrade bases and buy stuff. The crystals and everything on your mines are just there on your mines for then people to attack. So you use your in transport sparkles to buy stuff, not your actual on the mine sparkles. So if that makes sense. So this is basically what I can spend in the game. This is like my liquidated, like in transport. This is what's like kind of on the mines. Yeah, that's really cool. So if I go down here again, I'll burn another crystal. That'll give me 2 million or whatever like that. So I'll technically just keep burning crystals till I burn about 10 or 20. I think we've got like, how many factories have we got online now? If we go back to sparkade.me quickly, 88. So every day we make 88 crystals. I'd probably burn about 8 crystals a day now, get my 8 million sparkles, and then basically just boost my mines now. So if you can see over here in transport now, we've got 3,495,000. That means I could add like, so 800,000 for a base, 1,600, 3,200 it would cost me to add 4 bases now. So we could technically just go over to Squee right now, and then over here I scroll down because I want to get properties in LA, like mostly right now. We'll add like all the other places eventually, but yeah, I want to really start with LA. I'll look to make sure the UPEX fee, I'll change that to 100, and I'll also make sure it's off sale as well, because I've got a lot of properties on sale, so I'm going to start taking them off sale because the mines will get bigger. So it is a good tactic to sell property in Upland, but right now we want to hold on to all our properties and make sure players can actually attack them and get the most resources for the less paper aeroplanes as well. So yeah, it's really exciting. So if we actually go back into sparkade.me, and now go to the bottom, you can see the base upgrade, 800,000 sparkles, fits a base of 400,000 sparkles, 50 people, 50 drone bots, and 100 supplies. So I'd upgrade that squee just by burning those crystals. So if you like, the more kind of incentive to like upgrade your mines in the game and get more visits is going to lower that kind of crystal amount in the economy, which is cool. And that's why every other game's just collapsed, because they've not got a burning feature, or they've not implemented everything at the right time. So there's games what are never going to come back now. You've got, how many like nodes have you got technically? Like probably 10,000 like ore mines or whatever, producing what, 40,000 a day for the last 2 months of nothing. So, and you can't put the burn rate up too high now either, because new players coming into the game will never be able to like grow in that game, so they'll just never come in. Like big players need smaller players to come into the game to make money, to make the economy move. So yeah, you've just kind of collapsed your own market. But with this, it's burning already. Like, when the market's gone up within a few days, you've got like burning features coming into the game. Like the market's like watched, and that's what I like about the game. It's like, it's not just like, I guess I just got the wrong kind of vibes, but like, yeah, at the start I was totally hooked. But yeah, with this I can see like the economy in the background just like really, really going to be positive as well. And like 355 UPEX, 300 UPEX, that kind of price, for crystals compared to like 5, 10 UPEX. It's so much more fun. Even if I don't make money each day, I've made about, what, today we've sold like 2 crystals, 1 or 2 crystals, but we've made about like 12, no, we've made 2,000 in visits because I made some this morning as well. So yeah, everything adds up to the game. So purchase that one as well. I just want to double check. Congratulations, we've just got that one, and then I'll go back to Squee again, and we'll get another 2 properties, turn those into mines, bases, and then we'll go over to this one. See, this one's on sale, so I'll just copy that and go over to this and just make sure I turn this off sale, and then it means like no one's going to purchase that, and I'll forget about it, because once you get loads of mines, it's really hard to track. So yeah, we'll go into this, turn this one off as well. I'll leave this at 25 UPEX, so like players technically can have a choice. I might do one at 25, one at 50, one at 75, one at 100, kind of like that, so players have the choice. And when you're on sparkade.me, you can see the actual list of properties, so you can choose which visit fee you want to pay, or like if you want to get 100 and then you've only got a 50, you know what I mean? It gives like players a choice, which is pretty cool. So that one's been upgraded as well, and then we'll get one more squee because we've just got enough, 1.1 million basically. And I might get one in, let's go for Detroit. Let's go for Detroit. Spreading myself out. 10 up packs, we'll leave it at that, and then we'll just add a new base. I added a few planets to the game as well, so now I've got a couple more planets. 17, we've got 4 moons, 11 colonies, and 64 bases. I plan to try and grow all these up to like 100 of each over probably the next month or something like that. The amount of crystals now and the amount of factories we're putting online, the more we can burn, the more like sparkles we can earn. And that, it's really cool. I like the game, but until we get a mouse for the MacBook, like I was playing it on my other PC, which was amazing with the big monitor, and it worked really well. I was playing like 12, 14,000 sparkles each play. I play it on the MacBook, I get like 1,000 because like just with the mouse and that, but yeah, that was really exciting and a positive game to play as well. So yeah, we've got those 4 mines, so now I could go back over here. I think I've got a few empty on this page here, like this one. So now I'll just go over to this one here, and then I'll just power that one up. And then every time I power up an empty one, I'll just double check it's not on sale again to make sure. I keep scrolling down because it's just like muscle memory, but now I have to click the back button and remember. And we can upgrade this mine within like 10 clicks basically, well 20 clicks with the back button. 30 with the send as well, but like it's a lot faster than scrolling down the whole menu. So yeah, it's not just about growing out, it's about growing up as well, and that's what I like about Sparkade.me. You can get a lot of visit fees as well. We've never earned visit fees like this, and we've never seen that kind of growth as well. And it's so positive that these new burn features are coming in so quickly as well. Like really, really excited to see what happens on the date of this burn as well. When is this burn date? It was where does it say? 24th of June as well, so it's the 18th of June now, so basically 6 days away. So it'll be next Monday, I believe, that burn's going to happen, which will be cool. Probably take a few thousand crystals off the market. If there's 10,000 on the market, that like adds 20% kind of extra value, I guess. Yeah, that's exciting. So we'll go back here, we'll click back quickly and upgrade this mine before I jump back to Upland, because yeah, lots really just waiting for like everything to drop. Hopefully the sparklets around the corner. I keep not sparklet, yeah, sparklet. I keep getting like with sparkles and sparklet now, so yeah, bear with me with that. But yeah, sparklet should drop hopefully in the next couple of months. Like it'd be really awesome to see. They did tease it around the city release. I think it might be coming close to like when Paris comes out. Hopefully. Maybe that's the first place you'll have to like burn to like get to. You know what I mean? If you're traveling by your own transport, maybe that's like the big kind of reveal. But who knows? I need to go back to here again, and then back again, and then hopefully I can get back to that mine. I can buzzing. I clicked out of the wrong button again, but at least I know I can get back now. Once it clicks, it saves it. So yeah, you can upgrade the mines without having to keep going and scrolling down the whole process. Yeah, that's basically saved about 10 minutes on every single mine I upgraded. So, and that helps a lot. So what we'll do is go back to, as it will go forward actually, till we get back to that mine. There we go, and then we'll just power that up one last time as well. So now that's on 5 and 5, so I'll basically be able to create each day. And then if I went back to here as well, actually, now it's on 5 and 5, you'll get the option for the boost, I believe, if it'll come through. So now, basically, yeah, by burning 2 crystals in the mine, it'll basically give it a 3 to 5 times boost. So we'll boost this one up as well, help the economy, but also add some like more resources to that mine as well. So yeah, that's basically everything what's happening on Sparkade.me. So yeah, back to Upland, just waiting for everything to happen with the utility, the spark, like everything like that. I came into the game because of the property. I love the property side of the game, like, growing Granada Hills, it's exciting, the community is exciting, the growth is exciting, like the way Upland's doing this, like no one else is doing this. The Sandbox isn't doing this, like Decentraland's not doing this with the price of properties. Like it's so appealing to me and stuff like that. But yeah, it's good to have other stuff in the game, like the racing, the totems and stuff, but I think it's actually like hurting like Upland and what Upland is compared to actually helping it right now. I believe like trying to appeal to everyone appeals to no one. I believe like with the property updates and everything what's going on, the economy, it's like amazing to see with kind of like the community and everyone like in game and stuff. I really do enjoy this, how players can actually like chat to each other's on the feed and see like the minting and stuff. Like very positive, very exciting. But yeah, the property, like the one thing like Upland's got is like that property, like you own a virtual space in the real world. Like that's the most sellable concept ever. If you didn't have that, like totems and racing wouldn't even be a thing. Like, it wouldn't even exist. Like, players wouldn't come in. Like, it wouldn't hold players. The property side of it, the spark, the way players was excited about buying another player's property, whether it was through a layer 2 game or it was through like kind of treasure hunting or anything else in layer 1. But yeah, everything what's happening really, it's kind of just the market's like so pulling away from each other with the amount of unminted right now. So it'll be really cool to see that unminted number get down, add a lot more value to the properties for starters. But there's just so much more what can come, like the menus and stuff. I'm like talking like this because I seen a post the other day. It was from Upland. So if we actually go into the actual post here, you can actually see if we go down. Yeah, it was basically what we're constantly building for a better future at Upland. What would you like to see us build next? And it's like not about building what's next. It's like players want what's already built. They want it upgraded. They want it to be able to do more stuff. They want to be able to sell for a higher price. They want to be able to like move about. You've got nowhere where you can move around in a cafe. Like, why can't I move around in my house already? Like, it's been like, I get it takes time and stuff like that, but all that time like wasted on totems could have been spent on like actually adding like inside utility to properties, adding like value, like even like watching the neutral zone earlier, sorry. There was like so many ideas about natural disasters and stuff, but even imagine like a property started losing like yield, like the income, like 1% every month, and it's not like upgraded or fixed, or just ways to add like kind of like plays to the game, or loads of different ideas what could be put into it, like the menus, the utilities, being able to like put stuff into escrow and have two properties sold for the price of one property, and like being able to drive on the actual road instead of like across, all these kind of upgrades what will add so much more to the original concept and monopoly and property trading and play to like earn, you know what I mean? Like all these kind of amazing ideas what hooked us from day one. It's like it's drifting away from that, and it's like it needs to drift more towards it, like that vision like 2 years ago where the properties was like the market was high and stuff. I understand life, I understand being able to like grow in Upland and stuff like that, but we don't need another Tamagotchi. Like, we've already got Tamagotchi, we've already got Forza, we've already got these high-end racing games. Like, you're not going to compete on that level. So like the level you'll compete on is the property. Like, you're literally crushing Decentraland because like I'm not going to spend 10 grand on a plot of land, even if it has got like a reward value. Over 2 years, I could probably invest about 15 to 20,000 pounds. So that's about $25,000 into Decentraland if I chose to. But no, I'm gonna like invest that into Upland over the next 2 years, like 110%. Like, I'm not gonna be investing into Decentraland. I love the partnership because I think we're gonna take a lot of Decentraland's customer base, because I believe we'll bring them all over here because of properties, the value, everything like that. You pushing another 5,000, 10,000 like daily players into the game, like you don't have to worry about like the city releases, the amount of unminted anymore. Like, properties start selling, there's a lot less unminted, so like there's a lot more kind of like supply, a lot more demand, sorry, but less supply. So like prices go up, so I do see like a big influx of players. But like that layer 1 utility with properties, like with the transport, like with the trailers and the transport, like that kind of stuff what was like talked about years ago, being able to move packages from stuff, like imagine having a delivery service in the game where you could actually move stuff around in your neighborhood. Like, there's so many different like kind of fun gamified mechanics and friction you could add into the layer 1 and into the neighborhoods in Upland. And yeah, like I get totems and life, and I want to be able to own a farm and stuff like that, but like that amount of time spent, I just feel like it's like there's no, like, you've got nowhere forward compared to the amount of time that would have took to build if it was to do with like property or like utility and property and layer 1 utility and all that kind of good stuff. Like Sparklet's amazing, like I think that's great, and like the team what's working on that, like that's amazing. I love that side of it, and I believe that will really enhance the game. But that's what we need more of. Like, there's, I think like racing and like totems, if they came in like another 2 years, I think it would have been more like kind of rewarding by having the utility in the layer 1, and like it's monopoly, it's a property trading game. It's like I'm not here to race, or that I'm here to like trade in property and like monopoly and collections and grow my account and basically be able to sell and like make money and like grow and invest and all these good stuff what I was sold on when I first started the game. So it's not like it's a layer 3 super app. It was a proper virtual trading game when we all signed up. So yeah, I'm really excited. Like, love what's happening with Upland and everything what's going on. But yeah, like there, like a lot of people are asking right now. It's like I hope like Upland do see this video because there's like you've got aeroplanes in the game, but you've got no reason to need to own an aeroplane in the game. Like you've got no reason to really need to own a car right now. Like so this is like positive criticism because if I had a reason to spend 2-3 million uppex on a plane, like, I'd spend that straight away. Like going on getting a Spark contract back in the day when I like needed to have buildings, like when it's valuable, like players will buy it. But like why would I need to get a plane right now to visit maybe a city release every 2-3 months? Or like I don't even leave LA. There's no reason for me to move about, or like I don't really need to go anywhere. So why do I need a plane? Like I want to be able to have utility in the factory, in the showroom, and be able to like do different stuff and walk around the factory in the showroom and be able to see stuff for sale, like not on a layer 2 game. I want to see that in Upland. I'd love to see that in Upland, a way to be able to like go, so you click on the player and then you can go see what stalls he's got, and then you can go over to those stalls and see all the assets like in like kind of the 3D space. And yeah, I just think like if that was what was getting developed right now, and I hope like Nowhere and stuff are like listening as well, because that would be so cool to see. Like that's where it goes, like when players can actually go into someone else's house, but then another player can as well, and you can have a chat. There's so much stuff what could come out in the game as well. So I'm really excited about that. Like that's what I really hope like they focus on over the next few years, and that's what will keep me playing every single day because yeah, it's good fun. I'm always on the laptop. I'm always on Upland. I love the community and like the growth of the game, but there's got to be more kind of coming with like once Sparklet's out. I really hope Upland kind of go back to this property, the trading game, because that's what will really grow the company in my eyes, compared to like all these different stuff what's going on. So I do understand it. There's got to be something for everyone, but like if you've not got a strong foundation, like everything else is gonna just collapse, and like the foundation's just gonna crumble, and it's not gonna grow. You can't build up on a fucked foundation. Basically, you need something what's strong and ready to like take that weight like going forward. So yeah, the strong foundation, like players love the property, the virtual side of the trading, the uppex. I was blown away when I seen how Upland works. I was like, a globe, they've turned it into a globe. You can like move about, you can buy stuff in different cities, you can actually make some real good uppex as well. Like why would you release so many new properties and just hurt the economy to where players aren't making uppex or sales? So like those players are just going to start to lose interest. So the more like return, the more players are excited talking about it, the more players will come in naturally because they want to make money as well, basically. So it's a snowball effect. But right now it's like kind of you're just waiting. So players are just waiting to see what happens. Like we're excited, we're going to keep investing. Like we do believe behind the concept, but yeah, Upland's only like a small team. Like kind of like when I'm doing YouTube, sometimes I'm like tunnel visioned. I don't see what's going on around me. So yeah, I'm fully supportive of Upland. I want this to be like the best like version they can possibly bring to the game. I just see it like it needs to go back to the property. It's been so long now. It's like I feel I've only been coming up to like what 18 months, 19 months and that. Like I love the property. I love like kind of like the returns, the yield. I love like all the concept. I love the map. I love like how everything's tied to the real world. Like it's great. I want to see more of that. I want to see more updates, not like new stuff. I don't want to see any new stuff. I don't want to see aeroplanes or boats. Or I want to see like the layer 1, the map, the utility, a night feature. I want to see like kind of menus and graphs and see how my account's doing compared to whoever, or like just have some good fun on the game. And that's what will keep like player retention compared to like gamified earnings, because like if I need to be in the game to make up packs, like I'm gonna be in that game for 6 hours a day if I have to be, compared to like about 10 minutes to do the earnings. You get more retention by having these utility and features in layer 1 as well, definitely. Like and the amount of mass what will come to this layer 1 utility compared to like racing or totems, it's a very like niche thing compared to like the property virtual trading. I believe that's what sold a lot of players into this game as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens. Hopefully a lot happens as well. But yeah, I'm going to jump off, hit the hay as well. I will be back tomorrow for another video as well. So hope you're enjoying the content. Hope you're having a really good time out there as well. Let me know in the comments what you think as well, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Metaverse Melon, peace.